I'm in St. Joseph's Cemetery. This is located in a town called Dannemora. This is in upper state New York. Now, the town Dannemora might sound somewhat familiar to you guys. That is where the famous or infamous escape, 2 inmates escaped at the prison right up the road. But this video is all about the case of Officer Donna Payant, who was actually murdered at another prison down south. So we're gonna get into the details from what I've read. We're gonna show you guys her grave and final resting place. Let's get into it. So Donna Payant was 31 years old at the time of her murder. She was a correctional officer at the Greenhaven Correctional Facility, which is located in southern New York. Now, she had actually only been an officer for about 1 month prior to her being murdered. She had just completed all of her training not that far before. So on May 15th, 1981, Lemuel somehow lured Donna to the chaplain's office. And Lemuel's duties was to work in that chaplain's office. So he already had permission per se to be in there, but he posed as another officer to get Donna to go in there. After Donna went in, she was strangled and sexually assaulted. After killing her, Lemuel wrapped her body in plastic, stuffed her body in a 55-gallon drum, and disposed of it in a dumpster. I have many questions, as you can imagine, and I'm sure you guys probably do as well. How did an inmate got access to a large 55-gallon drum and was able to dump her body in it and throw it away in a dumpster? Just feels very odd. But again, as you can imagine, the prison did do a full lockdown. They searched for her and finally found her the next day in a landfill. Lemuel was eventually tried for her murder and was initially convicted and sentenced to death on June 10th, 1983. In 1984, though, his sentence was commuted to life in prison. Now, during his sentencing, Lemuel Smith was quoted as saying, "Hate me because I'm big, black and ugly. But don't hate me because I killed Donna Payant. I didn't do it," he says. Now, he continues by saying that she, as in Donna, was going to reveal corruption in the corrections department, and so she was killed to keep her mouth shut. Donna Payant couldn't take anymore, and that signed her death warrant. And he adds one more thing by saying, "Why would I want to kill her? I got so much time coming, they couldn't do nothing to me. I would not have to kill her to have sex with her." And as I mentioned, Lemuel was already serving 2 prior life sentences for murder and another life sentence for abduction. So it is interesting that he essentially denied killing Donna, when again, another life sentence wouldn't have meant anything to him. He wouldn't have cared. He was already serving his whole life in prison anyway. Anyway, guys, this is the final resting place of Donna. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Donna was married and had several kids, and I believe this is her husband on the left-hand side. His name was Leo. Looks like Leo is still alive. Now, I read another article that stated that Lemuel had killed 6 other people, also had sodomized them, mutilated them, but apparently was only convicted of 2 of those murders, at least from what I've been reading. So obviously, again, as I said, he was no stranger to violence, no stranger to killing people, especially women, of course. And so, again, I just find it odd that he kept denying and denying that he killed Donna when he had killed so many other people beforehand. He was already going to be in prison for life regardless. So he obviously had multiple reasons to try to get away with stuff, like killing an officer, sexually assaulting her, etc. If you've been on my channel for a little while, you may have seen the video where I describe my experience working out of prison. Now, I worked at this prison for 2 years, and I detailed my experiences in that video. I'll leave a link to it at the end. But at the prison I worked at, there was a female officer who was murdered, similar to this case about Donna. I feel terrible for Donna because, again, she had just started working there 1 month prior. Now, I will say that with time, the more that you work at a prison, in my experience, the better equipped you are, the more mentally aware you are of different situations. And again, my experience, I didn't have really any troubles whatsoever. Only like one time an inmate threw an apple at my head, you know, just something like that. But you know, the more you work at a place like a prison, the more, like I said, the more experience you have. So again, obviously that's a hindsight is 20/20 kind of question. Regardless, rest in peace to Donna Payant. Just an absolutely sad case. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching.